All right, looks like we are rolling. What's up, Icon? All right, super excited to share this with you guys. A lot of people struggle to create the results that they're looking for, whether it's in your own fitness journey or you're someone who's looking to create some income, create that online fitness business for yourself. A lot of people struggle to create results. And so I'm super excited to get to share this with you guys because we've got a system that works. I've seen it in my own life. Tony's crushing it. He's a perfect example of it. We've got tons of people on our team that are really winning with this system. So I'm super excited to share it. I'm glad to get to introduce you guys to Tony because he's awesome. Honestly, he's somebody who's really inspired me over the years and has been an awesome mentor for my life. So really thankful to you, Tony, for sharing some time with us tonight. And we'll jump right in. Tony's going to answer some questions for us, kind of some common questions that we get when it comes to our team and what we do, how we help people. And so good things ahead. We'll jump right in. So the first question, what were you doing before you got started with your online business?
Before my online business, I worked at a special ed behavioral school. I had been there for about 11 years, but I was kind of struggling financially. So not only did I work there, I worked at a gym part-time. I worked at a bar part-time. I was either bartending or bouncing. And I was struggling big time. And I would drive to work thinking, what am I going to do for the rest of my life? I was in a position financially where if anything went wrong, it would set me back 2 or 3 months. So if I had a flat tire, a large electric bill, a large gas bill, that used to cause like so much anxiety in my life. So that's kind of the place I was at. I was in kind of like my mid-30s, and then this opportunity kind of came my way, and I was thinking if I could make $500 from home, staying a little bit more focused on my fitness journey, maybe helping a few people along the way. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't know anyone that did anything like this before, but I was thinking if I could make $500 extra a month from home, then maybe I could quit one of those part-time jobs, and I wouldn't have so much anxiety when it came to like bills coming in, a friend getting married, just things, just life and the way life is very expensive at times.
Okay. So what was it that made you choose Beachbody?
Well, I mean, Beachbody was kind of like the only thing that came my way. Like I said, I didn't know anyone that ever did anything online before. Looking back, I'm glad it was Beachbody because I know what kind of integrity Beachbody has with all their products. And I see other fitness companies and how they cut corners. They put soy in their shakes. They put artificial things in their shakes. And for me, if I can't get these products in my parents' hands, I'm not going to share them with anybody else. So looking back, I'm glad it was Beachbody, but Beachbody, it's not like I had 5 or 6 things to choose from. All right, these are 6 opportunities, and I'll determine which one I'm going to go. It was just Beachbody was the one that came my way. And like I said, I've been very successful with this, and I wouldn't have been successful if it wasn't a company like Beachbody, because if there's no integrity behind the products, I'd still rather work 3 jobs and 70 hours a week and live the life that I was living as opposed to being like the guy kind of like handing out like crap products and getting their friends and family members involved with things that they don't truly believe in.
Yeah, definitely important to have something high quality that you believe in. I like what you said about being able to give it to your parents.
Yeah, and I know your mom is a big fan.
Oh yeah, my whole family is on board, so I'm right there with you. So what is your number one job, responsibility, whatever you want to call it, as a Beachbody coach?
Well, we run 21-day groups every month, and I'd like to have people take part in that so they can stay a little bit more accountable on their fitness journey, invite some friends and family members in. But our number one job is to take it one day at a time and progress forward on our fitness journey. If I'm doing better on my fitness journey and people see that I'm consistent, over time, they're going to be asking me questions. They're going to be inspired by you. They're going to be motivated by you. And those are the coaches that seem to have the most success. The ones that, are we perfect? Absolutely not. I've hung out with Mike Gardner a few times, and we're probably not perfect when we hang out. But you know what? If we have a bad day, we're there to pick each other up the next day. So to me, our number one job as a Beachbody coach is to stay focused on our own fitness journey.
Okay. So how do you earn money as a coach?
Well, we have those online groups that everybody loves. I mean, they're just accountability groups. They're pretty simple. We're having people post a healthy meal picture a day, a workout related picture a day. We do prizes at the end of the week. People love it because there are so many people out there that they have no support on their fitness journey. They don't know who to ask questions. They're very confused. They're very overwhelmed. But with our group, they feel like they're a part of something. So we have people invite people into that group. And now that they're in that group, they're going to see people doing Beachbody workouts. They're going to see people drinking Shakeology. They're going to have questions, okay? And we take it one person at a time, and our job is to help that person, okay? So that's how you kind of make money as a Beachbody coach. People can come in as customers. They can come in as coaches. If they want to be a customer underneath you, Beachbody sets you up with websites where you don't need to have any products at your house, okay? Beachbody sets up your websites. If someone wants to buy something off you, they go directly to your website. Beachbody takes care of the rest. You get paid a 25% commission. So that's one way, and they have pre-workout, post-workout, 3-day cleanse, Shakeology, all the workouts that you see on TV. And the other way is by bringing in coaches. Coaches would be someone that wants to stay a little bit more accountable on their fitness journey and then maybe help some other people along the way. So Mike Gardner is a coach on my team, so I'm there to help Mike Gardner. If anybody has any questions, we work together. If Mike Gardner brings somebody in, Mike Gardner brings in Cameron. Now it's not just Cameron and Mike, it's Tony, Cameron, and Mike working together to help Cameron's people on their fitness journey, and Beachbody will compensate you for that.
So it's awesome having, just to kind of go on that, it's awesome having this team structure. You know, it's not you jumping in and starting your own business off on your own. You're connecting yourself with a team, with a system like we talked about earlier that is already running, you're plugging in, and we get to do this thing together. So what would you say you like most about being a Beachbody coach?
My favorite part, and it kind of, I came in for the money. I'm very honest about that. I came in, I was struggling financially. I came in looking to make $500 extra a month. My first year, I made $18,000 part-time. My second year, I made $86,000 part-time, and that's when I quit teaching and became a full-time Beachbody coach. And Beachbody has blessed me. I've made roughly $3 million in about 7.5 years, $1.8 million in the last 3 years. So people that don't know me, they think it's the money, but once you make the money, it's not the money. It's the stories behind the people that you help. I've had so many people reach out to me, and these stories will bring you to tears every single time. Tony, I never used to play outside with my kids because I'm overweight and I don't want their friends making fun of them. But now, like, I've been working out, I'm down 40 pounds, and I'm not only playing outside with my kids, like I'm out there for 30, 40, 50 minutes. And you hear these stories because it's not just you put a product in someone's hand and you make a little commission. You put a product in someone's hands, and we have them in our support group. You see them day after day getting better, growing as people. So it becomes very powerful when they message you because you've been along the ride for the whole time. I once had a woman say she got into the groups, and she was doing very well in the groups. And then she started posting pictures with her and her husband working out. And then it was her and her husband and her kids working out. And then she messaged me out of the blue. It was like 7 or 8 months in, and she was still in our groups. And she was like, Tony, I came into the groups because me and my husband were going to get a divorce. And I thought I was going to have to be a single parent. And I wanted to take a little bit more care of myself to fight that battle alone. I knew I needed to get into a little bit better shape. I needed to have some positivity in my life. And through these groups, me and my husband started working out. We actually became friends again. And then we got our kids involved, and our marriage is stronger than ever. And when you hear those stories, especially because they're a part of my journey, I'm a part of their journey, I'm telling you, it'll always hit you at the wrong time. Like when you're going to the gym and you're like, dude, I can sit in my car for the next 5 minutes. But you hear these stories, and to be along for the ride. And a lot of times you don't even realize what people are battling behind the scenes until they overcome that. And then you hear the story and you're like, wow. So to me, Beachbody has blessed me. I've made a ton of money with Beachbody, and we always have to say income is not guaranteed. But to me, my paychecks have never brought tears to my eyes, but those stories do every single time.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And it's so true. There's so many awesome stories in there, in those groups that we run. And I think that's what's so powerful about it. You get to connect yourself with people that are on this journey with you, whether it's on the fitness journey or it's building a business, because that's a whole journey in itself. You know, you learn so much about yourself and about life while you're building that. So it's pretty cool to get to connect in and really have that support. So Tony, any last things that you want to add in before we end the recording, and we'll let everybody ask some questions, or do we want to keep this recording while we ask and answer questions?
Why don't I just leave the table with one more thing, and then we can cut the recording. That way people watching it on replay, and then we can stay on and answer any questions that they have. To me, there are usually two types of jobs. You have the types of jobs that fill your soul, and then you have the jobs that fill your bank account. For me, I had a job that filled my soul. I worked with special ed behavioral kids that got kicked out of public schools. I absolutely love that job. I actually got a nice message from one of my old students saying that he saw me down the street and he flipped me off, and I didn't notice him. But I love that job, and I love those kids. I still volunteer there. I still go back there a few times a year. So I had a job that filled my soul, but it didn't fill my bank account. I was struggling financially. And then other people have those jobs that fill their bank account, but it's kind of like an empty job. You know what I mean? You just go there, you kind of go through the motions, you come home, and there's no value behind it. You're not really helping people. Beachbody found a way to do both. Not only will it fill your soul, it'll fill your bank account at the same time. And once you get to a point where I tell people I don't work for money. I work to help people on their fitness journey. Because financially, I am pretty good. You know what I mean? Especially compared to where I was. I am in a very, very comfortable position. So now I don't need to worry about money. Now I can just go out and help people, and that'll fill your soul every single time. So, yeah, it's amazing. I've been in this 7.5 years, and usually after you start working at a place, your first year, you're like, oh, I love it. It's my dream job. Year 2, you're like, it's all right. Year 3, you're like, oh, I'm kind of looking for something else. I've been in this 7.5 years, and I'm more fired up now than I've ever been. And I think because every time you bring in new people, it's new energy, it's new stories, it's new friendships, it's new relationships, and I absolutely love what we do.
Heck yeah, definitely. It's always evolving. I had a buddy of mine that's been in the fitness industry for decades, and he was telling me the other day that now is the best time, better than ever, to get in on this fitness thing because it's just a baby. He was like, the fitness industry has been around for decades, but it's a baby because there are so many people that need help on their fitness journey. And there's so many people that are just starting to realize that I've got to make a change, or I'm going to end up like my mom or my grandma and die early, or end up with some crazy disease that I don't have to have if I would just take care of myself. So perfect time to jump in on something like this, because you can, like Tony said, make a difference in somebody's life and your life at the same time. So really powerful. So if you're watching this as a recording and you have questions, you want to talk more about this, it sounds like something that could benefit you either on that fitness journey or as an opportunity to build a business, or maybe both. I want you to reach out. I'd love to get you in a 3-way with Tony. We'll talk more about it. We can ask some questions. But for now, I'm going to end this recording so these folks that are on here live can answer or ask some questions. And we are